Uh, First of all, today is a huge day in the political world, as we all know. And we shall see what happens. Kind of looks like we already kind of know what's going to happen. But I just wanted to acknowledge the upheaval happening in the world today. I I think whoever comes out is going to be in a. There's going to be quite a bit of, I don't want to say upheaval, but maybe, I don't know. We shall see. But aside from that, I am focusing more on the herpes thing today. Couple of things. First of all, we're on day 6 of the second month. Whoever is following along with me and going to continue to do 3 months herpes challenge by going carnivore to help with the outbreaks. And oh boy, have I got some good news for all of you out there who are wondering what on earth carnivore can do for for your herpes. Just because I went carnivore and all of my herpes symptoms went away, I got 4 different types, as you know, right? HSV 1 and 2, herpes zoster, and herpetic whitlow. They all went away by going carnivore. Took about 6 months. There was a process in order to get to that place, but hey, 6 months compared to a lifetime of eating crap food and then 6 months of being carnivore, that's pretty quick if you consider it, right? So just hang on with it. Hang on there. If you are getting outbreaks still and you've only been carnivore for a month or 2, just keep on going. We've had a few people chime in and say, I've been carnivore for 6 months and oh my God, the outbreak stopped. I have another, I just chimed in. I was so grateful to hear from you. You know who you are, saying that he too has been carnivore for 6 months and his outbreak stopped as well. And he sent me a message I was so happy to get, telling me what was going on and that he happened to, out with pal, whatever, and had a this, had a that, and loaded up on carbohydrates, sugars, and then had an outbreak. So you can begin to see how this is working. And another friend of mine out there, new carnivore herpes pal, has said that he has been diagnosed with SIBO. I guess that's how you pronounce it, SIBO. And by going carnivore, his outbreaks have also diminished immensely. Like big outbreaks no longer happen. And he's only been doing this for about, a month and a half. So, hey, congratulations to you. Congratulations. And whatever happens and however you go about this, these next steps in healing yourself from this, and let's see what happens. I'm just so excited and so curious to see if you'll be able to incorporate other foods. Hopefully you'll stay pretty much in the keto realm, just so you don't create any more inflammation within you, or don't recreate the inflammation that has already been created, that you are going to get rid of, hopefully through this this treatment. And oh boy, let's see what happens. So these are all highly encouraging messages that I'm getting, and I, you know, within 6 months so far. Obviously, I have not been on this channel that long to, and there's not a lot of people coming forward. You know, it's a very strange thing because so many people have herpes, know that they have herpes, and all the others are probably living with someone or are related to someone who has herpes outbreaks and who talks about them and who is not lost in the shame of it all. And yet, there is hardly any information out there. If you type in the YouTube search, carnivore and herpes, nothing comes up. I have done that over and over and over. Nothing. Like, it's a dead niche. Dead. I'm the only one talking about it. And that's isn't that kind of strange? Isn't that odd? And so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to, I'm just going to keep doing what I do here on this tiny little channel because there's lots of us out there, lots of us. And although the carnivore thing is like a new thing in our food culture, it's not really a new thing at all. It's just new in the past 100 years, actually, for the past 100 years since we started going on a high carbohydrate diet. When before that we really weren't. We were much more probably somewhere in the middle as, you know, society moved forward and we got more and more into the sugars of it all. But I don't know. It's pretty interesting. It just kind of blows my mind that. Anyways, having said that, I am still here. I will always be here as long as we have people who are coming forward and saying, yeah, maybe I want to try this. I'm going to be here. Labor of love. And if the algorithm never picks me up and I'm just like one of those pushed off to the side types of people, so be it. I have gotten way more than what I ever expected on this little tiny channel of seeing people come forward who are trying the carnivore diet and finding that, in fact, they're getting better. They're getting better. And somebody on my TikTok, because I do a TikTok channel, which is doing a little bit better than this one here, somebody came forward this morning and said, you know, I just can't believe that your channel isn't growing faster. And I was like, yeah, you know, yeah, the algorithm just doesn't love me there either. But if you're putting in the hashtag herpes, who's going to love a herpes hashtag? Maybe the algorithm is biased as well. Anyways, we'll see what happens. But I find it interesting. I find it interesting because I know that everybody's got one kind of herpes or another, practically everyone. And that wild 87% of people that carry HSV2 don't even know they have it. Like, they think they don't. They have no idea that they're passing it around here and there whenever they're sleeping around with someone, right? And that's a pretty big number. It's a huge percentage. 87%, according to the CDC. And that's not like your typical it just blows my mind. Blows my mind. I wonder if it was the World Health Organization. It might have been that one, but it doesn't matter. It was a valid source. I'll find it and double check on that. But I don't know. But today is day 6, and we are going to continue on this carnivore journey and just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Yeah, that's all I want to say. Just want to connect with you a little bit and be back in a day or two. I'm not going to be doing daily things. At least I don't think so. So every couple of days I will chime in, see how we're doing. Please let me know how you're doing. Please let me know if you're interested in trying the carnivore diet. Come along with us. Day 6 for us of month 2. And if you're just starting out, it's day 1 for you in the first month. That's perfectly fine. We're all here to help and support each other. You can click on the link below in the description to the Discord channel and come on in. If you want to be in a very supportive, it's still a very small group where we're talking about what's going on, what we're eating, when we fall off the carnivore wagon, and what happens. Do we get an outbreak? Do we not get an outbreak? And, it's really good to be in a group of people, even, a small group like we are, we can get to know each other, and you've got connection with others, you've got support, and nobody's going to judge you or shame you in this group. So if you're interested, click on the link below in Discord, and you can come on. You can put on your mask. Nobody has to know who you are. It's a private place. It's a safe place, and we're just here supporting each other and helping each other through this carnivore trial to see what happens with our herpes outbreaks. And it's not just herpes. Some guy on TikTok messaged me or put in a comment in one of my videos and said, well, yeah, okay, but there's this new herbal this or that. And he's like, I'm not spam and I'm not a bot. But you can really get rid of your herpes for, in like 3 weeks or something. And it was like, that's great. If that works, that's absolutely great. But the thing is, with a carnivore lifestyle, it's not just your herpes that are going to get better. That's like just one little thing. And for us, it's a big thing, right? But it's one little thing. And all the other things that happen when you go carnivore are insane. They're incredible. I think when you're young, I'm not sure what the outcome is. I mean, some people like Michaela Peterson, for example, saw incredible results on the carnivore diet. She's been strictly carnivore for 6 years. And she brought herself back to perfect health, right? I mean, she's just vibrantly healthy, and she's young. She's in her 20s. Maybe she's in her 30s or reaching her 30s. I think she's still in her 20s. And so, hello, right? When you get older, of course, that whole old age thing starts creeping in on you, and you're like, oh, I'm just getting older. But in fact, if you change your diet, a lot of that gets shot out the window. A lot of it. I have minimal, like hardly noticeable upsets once in a while. Something, right? Like an ache or a pain. And usually the ache has to do if I'm eating watermelon in the summer. Right? If I start upping my carbohydrates, I start getting problems. Not big problems. I'm not getting herpes outbreaks. I'm not, peeing on myself like old people tend to do, right? And they have that incontinence thing. You don't need it. You actually don't need it, right? You don't have to live through that. You really don't. So I was telling this person who sent me that message that, yeah, maybe, great, right? And if a vaccine comes out to stop the herpes virus, fantastic. Of course, I'm all for it. I'll go get one myself. but it's not going to fix all the other problems that I was having. So why on earth would I want to like have all the other problems and eat whatever? Or just stay carnivore, ketovore, if possible. I'm assuming one day I'll be able to be like a ketovore type of person, and maybe not. And I don't care. Doesn't matter. I feel great. Am I not going to choose feeling great over stuffing my face with some, pasta? Pasta is good. Not saying pasta isn't good, but it's not necessarily good for my body. So why bother? All right, you guys. Gonna get moving on with my day, and I will see you maybe tomorrow, depending if I have something important to say. We'll be checking in on Discord every day, so go on over there and let's hook up. All right, take care, everyone. Have a beautiful, beautiful day today, and again, waiting to see what is going to happen in the United States and probably globally. We'll see what the outcomes will bring. Take care, everyone. Bye.